Okay, good morning and welcome to Mo Knows featuring me, Monica Mo Justice. Let me hear this sound. Ooh, I really don't like that. All right, I'm gonna have to deal with sound later. Good morning, Karen. I have not gotten up in here to do what I need to do. Somebody gave me a suggestion on how to do this, and I am going to take their opinion tomorrow. If I go live tomorrow, I'm not sure if I'm going live. How are things in your world, Karen? Thank you for the likes for the people that came in here and hit the like button. I appreciate it. Um, let's get our audience together. I guess I got a couple of things to talk about this morning. I am going to give you a layout of the land just because I think it's appropriate. Oh, that is really interesting. I need to see that. No, I never understood. I never knew that. Hold on, let me come over. Like I'm learning new shiz. I think I'm gonna have to try to pop out this chat. Oh, I know why I don't pop out the chat. Glib, wherever you are, I don't pop out the chat because of that thing we set up. Then when you pop out the chat is funny. That's why I don't do it. All right. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. I saw your last video. It takes reflection is a good thing. So whenever one reflects, it's a good quality to see, if I should say that. I like that. I like that. Oh, I like that. I'm gonna have to clean up my little what is this thing called? My little Louis Vuitton holder. That's what it was called. Okay. All right. Oh, so you know what? I might have to do this differently. Oh, it is different when you have a double monitor. Damn it. Okay. Today I put in a double monitor. Now this is gonna be funny because it's always gonna be like I'm looking over there. Oh, but I needed that. I need that. I don't want to buy another curved TV, another curved monitor. All right. I lost the chat for a moment. Hey, Raina woman, how are you? I'm gonna pop out this damn chat, even though it's gonna have this big ass thing on it that I can't get rid of because it's part of the. No, I can't. I can't function with the chat like that. I'm not even gonna lie, so I have to put that back. Okay, today's title. All right, let me just give you the. Oops. But why you ain't been subscribed to me for 5 months? Karen's been subscribed to me for that says 5 months or longer. Oh. So how come you not getting in for 5 months? Oh, this is terrible. You know what I'll do? I'll do y'all some good ones around here. Because a lot of things have been going on. And I guess I got I got until 10 o'clock to address it. And I don't plan to be here till 10 o'clock. Oh, I could look at the chat over there. Okay, that's what I'll do. Okay, because I ain't got time to be addressing garbage. Okay, so I can see the chat over there. Okay, good. Oh, that's so nice. Hey, the really Vaughn. So I'm gonna deal with a couple of things, and I'm gonna try to clear up a couple of things. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm doing well. Um, today's message, today's production is brought to you by the letters M and O. Mo. Anyway, here's my disclaimer. This production is a work of fiction. Names, characters, places, and incidents are the product of the content creators, um, Monica Mo Justice, imagination, or are used fictitiously. Okay, so any resemblance to actual persons living or dead, events or localities are entirely coincidental. All right, so that's the first disclaimer. Today's title, can a man raise, or today's focus, because it's more than a title, can a man raise a woman who's already grown? Baby, let me tell y'all, yesterday, somebody sent me a link, and I'm gonna be like, it's the best link I received in a whole month of Tuesdays. It's the best link I received in a whole month of Tuesdays, but it was a Friday. Man, it had me popping bottles. Oh, KK, I don't know if you was there, but on the I don't know if you was there, but on in the private in the private Zoom that I do from everyone knows I am infamous for doing my private lives, my private Zooms, my private everything's around here because I love interacting with the people that want to be around me. So first and foremost, I must thank all of you. Wait a minute, let me see how many I had registered. There was over a dozen people came through, was vibing. Yo, that was a beautiful experience yesterday. Let me see. I think there were 22 registrants. Shout out to y'all. Y'all set that shit on fire. I remember seeing 22. Okay. So that was like 2000 to me. Okay. Thank you. People that never were in the Zoom room were in the Zoom room last night. And I appreciate that. And your anonymity will stay good with me. I just outed Karen though. What I was gonna say, why was I outing you? I was there for a second. Girl, you certainly was. You came in and went out. I was like, you know what? But so Karen, let me tell you this, right? I appreciate that you took the moment to fly in and fly out, right? I know that you are trying to commingle in this atmosphere. So I appreciate when you can. And all I ask of you is just to be respectful to the people around me. And I ask the same thing of the people around me to just be respectful to you. And if everyone can just keep their focus on what I'm saying and the topic at hand. And if you see that I'm saying something that might be considered as chiding, CHIDING, go look it up, to another adult, let me do it. I don't need other chatters in there typing away, getting involved. I'm good. I can handle myself. But so I don't want to make people feel like I don't want anybody to be uncomfortable in my space. All right. But I also respect and understand wholeheartedly that everyone doesn't like everyone. My channel has always been a place where people who didn't like one another were able to come and still engage. And that gotcha wasn't just for you, Karen. It's for everybody as a collective that come over here. I enjoy everyone's company that wants to be around me. You're the best. I enjoy your company. So that's important to me, right? And it is not saying that you are acquiescing to the other person. You are showing me respect in that essence when you do that. And I think that there has been from 2018, 2019, 2020, and now 2021, I will always have people in the room that do not like each other from someplace else. But y'all have a common thread when you come into most communities. And that is you got something for me. And I appreciate that. And if you take the risk of showing your face in my chat to show that respect to me, I want you to feel comfortable, and I want everybody in there to respect each other. You don't have to say hello. You don't have to go around nobody to not speak to them. Do you, but just do it in a way that you would say, how would I want to be treated? That's what you should think of when you're in my room. I still have 4 moderators. I have a very limited amount of moderators. I will always have 1 moderator because he's my honorary moderator. Well, I actually have 2 honorary moderators, but y'all never would know because every now and again they pop through. So I got 2, and like they're never going anywhere because they are my staple to who I am getting here. Real talk. Then I have Gears, the Really Vaughn, and Beach. I have no expectations. Good morning, Miss G. I have no expectation for moderators. They don't have to be here. They're not losing status because they come or don't come. That's not how they got selected. That's not what had happened here. There is no obligation to welcome people here and treat them nice or whatever, but do check them if they acting out of order. That's it. Hey, Renee. Hey, Satsuma. So I want that to be clear. If you see somebody that's ever blue here over somewhere else, guess what? They don't represent me on here. They represent themselves. When they go anywhere on this bitch, they go there as themselves. When Momo was established, she didn't come attached to no other names in this chat. I own no one, no man, no woman up here do I own. And I want to make that abundantly clear. They don't represent me when they go other places. They represent themselves. They are building what they're building on their own. Now, if I should happen to want to like copycat around there and trip around and follow behind them and enjoy the company of my subscribers and be part of their world, that's that shit I'm on. You understand? I would love to promote people's channels that have been here with me all along. I really feel like as a consequence to success, we should all get there, right? I ain't no success over here. I ain't made a dime yet. But when I make a dime, I know who my day ones are. I know who my runners are. I know. Can't nobody define no one for me. Not anybody who made an audio and put it out here because they was in a group with some other people. You can't never make me hate Nikkei. You can't. I've proven that. I don't give a damn who she argues with up here on the platform. That's never going to change that. We got history. You can't undo the history. That's what happens when you got favor. I cannot help it that some people were really down with me and they took a bad course. You reap what you sow. That's it. Don't be mad about nothing else. Now I don't have to shout out or tell me if I need to say more, because cousin Itch, was you over there talking about my peoples? Did you get in your fifis, cousin? Because I showed a video of you getting roasted. Cousin, please stop. Cuzzo, can you please stop it? You're making, my God, lady, can't you see the videos people are making about, you are making a mockery out of your motherfucking self. You don't need my help. But we are going to watch. Are you fucking serious? We're going to bask in it. And that's what we did yesterday. We basked in it. We got to have like a little meet up and greet up, and you know, that shit is just crazy. Are you serious? Like, are you trying to, I don't know, someone tell, did anybody, let's I just put up a poll inside the chat. Please take a moment to, did my poll go in the chat? Please take a moment to answer the poll question. So I could know what I'm dealing with. The polls, as you know, is anonymous. So you can answer honestly, just so I could get, you know, a feel of what's going on around here. Oh, I don't want to end the poll yet. She said I hit it hard. You can't stand me? Fuck out of here. Cousin! Hey, cousin! I'm gonna give the poll one more minute. We got a poll in the chat, and the poll says, for those of you who may be driving, maybe y'all didn't see it, I asked the question, did you watch Joy's live this morning? Yes, no, or maybe like 5 minutes of it. Like you checked in, checked out. I said, not so to her, so no. Bitch. Big bitch. Big bitch. Big. Okay, let me stop. I'm gonna end the poll now. Cousin fell out that tree. I'm just saying, people want to be about that life. You gotta follow in my rights. Ooh, this is so sickening. This is sickening. All right, so somebody, I'm ending the poll now. Thank you for participating. Let's get the stats on it. Now, how am I supposed to see that? Where'd they go? Well, you know, we got shit all with this. Oh, okay. They give me the answers. All right. So welcome. Living doll. How are you, lady? Okay, did anyone watch the JOY this morning? And y'all know what the JOY stands for over here, right? Just on YouTube. Did anybody pop over there? So 47% said no, 26% said yes, and then there was a 26% that said less than 5 minutes. All right, so 50, what is that? 52% of the people in the room today watched some of it or watched all of it. Okay, that's fair. All right. Loving it, loving it. So this is how we can engage and get some shit popping. Okay. So Mama Guns tripping this AM. Mama Guns is on it. Okay. So anyway, I think why I was alerted to the video, right? It was, she made a video because we were over here watching. I did a watch party and that Mo, I tagged her in it. I thought personally she might want to join the watch party and see what people over here thought about that shit. I didn't think that at all. Never. But anyway, I wanted people to come and see it. And I wanted to have open dialogue about it because I had heard some of it when it was sent to me, right? I took a eavesdrop, right? And I said, I'm gonna use y'all terminology roasting, but this is some good therapeutic bullshit for a motherfucker. I thought that the men's commentary was right on point. I thought that the men's description of the type of woman that he was defining there. So take joy out of the picture, right? Because there's many women in this world that will settle for a man. And he was just up there breaking it down. He was giving women jewels that your mama should have gave you was coming from this dude. So that's the question today. Can a man raise a woman who's already grown? That's what he was doing. He was trying to, in whatever way it was, give women male advice. If you're in relationships like this, if you're putting more effort into it than the man is giving out of it. It's a man's world when it comes down to pussy. So he was like really the things he said to me, and of course he's not speaking on me, he's speaking on women like that. The things he was saying were dead ass facts. So when we finished the watch party, I put the video link, right? Didn't I do that? I put the video link up there so the people that didn't participate in the watch party could go over there and listen to that man's jewels. So that's why it's on my platform. Because over here, we don't share ops videos. I don't know if that man's an op, but if he's an op, he's operating in a good facet of honesty. He might say that that's the truth. That honesty is not, in how I view the video, it's not directed at the JOY. It was actually, it's not directed at women just on the YouTube. It's directed at women who are in those type of relationships. It's directed at insecure bitches. So before, they're saying it takes one to know one. Oh, good morning, Hiley. I did not see you, so good morning. Um, is there anybody else I missed while I'm up in here? Just let me know you peeping in here. But that's an important detail for all to know. Um, I get so sidetracked sometimes with the chat. Um, it's crazy. So yeah, I believe I shared the video. Let me just go to my community board because I don't want to misspoke, because that's what I was thinking about doing. But I had don't be blaming the boys for disconnecting me or whatever. Um, I'm going to my community post because I just want to see what I community posted up here. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to just go on the YouTube and just have your channel there. Oh, I know that's right. Let me go to my community tab. When a man will do anything for the D. Okay, yeah. But I then I wanted to share with the people who did not attend the watch party what we watched. And I really encourage you to watch for yourself and watch with this mindset. Close your eyes and just imagine. You can watch this video and forget who might be the character this man was responding to, but think of all the other women that that might be in these type of relationships, and listen to his wording exactly. Like, he too is not mad at the man, because man or your partners, because this can happen in any kind of woman relationship. This happens to women all the time. I have, and tell me if I'm lying, on Beach. We experienced, Beach and myself, we went through a single Black female moment when a woman was attached to us, right? And we ain't want to be fucking with her. And she couldn't take it, or she didn't understand the parameters of the relationship, that it was toxic. Her needing of me, I'm going to speak on myself, but I know that Beach had the same experience. Her neediness was breaking me down, but she wasn't listening to my needs. And my needs was to get the fuck away from you, right? People in relationships give boundaries. You got to listen to it. That's what that man spoke on in the video. So while it is roasting, I really think it was toasting, because it was saying, like, get your beer bottles up. Yo, get from behind the motherfucking drink, cousin. Stop being so underneath the bottle and look at what you're doing to yourself. Put the bottle down and look at what you're doing to yourself. Now, I had said from the gate, when this relationship first evolved or became recognized on the YouTube, I said, well, you know what? She put the bottle down, right? I said she put the bottle down and got a new relationship. And I meant it, and it has not changed. My thoughts about it have not changed. Another video we did a watch party on that I didn't make a major announcement about a couple of weeks ago, when there was y'all remember the reunion video, the 8-hour video. Come on. So we did a watch party on that one too, right? And it was shocking because the bottle was bottled up. It was bottled up all the way. It was bottled up all the way. And you saw what was the outcome of that. Bruh said DJ was fighting over some community dick. That shit was crazy. He said a lot. He said a lot of things, but think hard and think about the relationships you are in, and ask yourself, because we're going into the new year. We're going into 2022. And one thing, if you don't know how to break up with somebody, no better time than the end of one year going into a new year. So this message could be right on time for folks that are sitting in things that are dormant. But you have to ask yourself, am I being true to myself when it comes down to the information that's being provided to me? If someone gives you their boundaries, are you accepting it? I spoke yesterday on ultimatums, right? Some relationships come with ultimatums. That, what the man described, was ultimatum. You can fuck with me. I give you the privilege of having me while I'm privileging myself with others, but I'll entertain you. Everyone's waiting for your big demise, lady. Cousin, just to be honest, they're waiting for you to fall. But bitch, you already fell. You ain't never rose. You went, this is what they say in the hood. This is hood shit. I never heard this terminology until I lived in the hood. You went from sugar to shit. Like this. Check it. So, so while you over there making videos, worrying about me and mine and my relationships, I think you need to focus on yours from what we've seen, because you are the shit show around here. The guy couldn't even think of what to call you. He was calling you Joy Shit Shat. Girl, bye. Bye. Figure that shit out. Go figure that shit out for you and stop worrying about what's going on over here in Motown. And no, girlfriend, we wasn't worrying about what was going on over there in your town, because we already know that shit ain't gonna go nowhere. It ain't got no longevity. We just waiting to see when you gonna figure that shit out. Anyway, I don't be watching another bitch's pussy. I don't be looking for another bitch's dick, or however that goes. But girl, some people really have some love for you out here, and they decided to give you some friendly advice. All of y'all, take a moment to look at the video. I approve that message. Voila. Woof. Another important thing that takeaway I have from there was when the man was explaining to women that this shit right here just had me like twisted. And he was like, you got some good dick, but he ain't getting no good pussy. Cause that good dick is laying down carpet like Allen carpet. He's laying down rules on you, and you can't get an ultimatum out there. I was saying to myself, man, listen, that's a place where if you are a true woman, you know you've been in that position. We ain't all had the best relationships that last forever. We've had some relationships we've had to let go because they were not conducive for one woman to live in. I think John Frank dropped some jewels in the beginning of this shit. I think he was talking about people with records of beating women, abusing women, blah, 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 women La da 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 da. You got to check people's track records. But there are always going to be some relationships that you cannot survive. Like they just they can't they suffocate you. And you got to know which ones those are. And they're the ones that start out with somebody needing another person more than another. My friend Eloise, right? May she rest in peace. That's what you people say when you normally speak on the deceased. I want to say like she was a big sister to me, and she didn't like people in my life. Her and Chico could not get along. They did not like each other. But you know what she used to tell me? She like, I can't stand him. I know all about him. I could tell you about him, but you're not gonna listen to me. But she says one fool thing is he loves you more than you love him. I was like, I love him. And she was like, nah, he loves you more. And that's why you get away with murder. You can do things and get away with it because he loves you more. I saw a woman write that in the chat yesterday. She says, you got to be with a man who loves you more than you love him. And then it's going to work. I've spoken to other people's husbands and stuff in my life. And the things that I cherish when I listen to a man is how he talks about his woman. Recently, I spoke to a man just in passing, and he said, I love my wife. Oh no, I love my wife. I got my kids, I got my wife, I love my wife. I was like, God damn it. There's a bitch out here that don't got that in her life right now, and she mad. She mad, but she's mad. That man wasn't not claiming his woman, he was claiming his woman. I watched another video recently, I think it was Gear's video, and I heard a man say, tell my bitch, I told my bitch to tell your bitch. I was like, yo, what the fuck? That's not sustainable. So at the end of the day, it's just bad. Oh, did I miss Carla in the chat? Hold up. Hey, Jola, how are you? Good morning, still. Yo, did I miss Carla in the chat? All right. Anywho's, that thing was interesting. Just interesting to me. Always watch how your man talks about you. Talks about you. When y'all all know this, when Cheek was no longer here, I understood the absence, his absence, and what it meant to me. I understood when he was sick and I was taking care of him and we were going through all of those last moments. I understood how much I loved him. And he understood how much I loved him for all the things I was willing to do. So I never have regret. I always say on this platform, and I mean what I'm saying. You've got to be loved like that for an eternity. I remember talking to 6 years, like when I first this is like a year after Chico had passed, and I started dating 6 years. And I was still going through like the crying and the and all of the, like, just, you go out and you take me on a good date, this bitch up here crying. I know this nigga was like, what? And he said to me, sitting in the car one day, he said, I never want to have somebody feel like that towards me. I never want to do that to somebody. And I turned around and I said, no, sir. You want somebody to feel like this towards you when you're no longer here. That's a sign that you was a good man. Now, I know as a woman, I need to get over this, right? Because you can't bring your old baggage into your new relationship. But I was just longing for what I always had. And that was unconditional love, respect, honesty. I'll go a little bit with some other shit. But to have what I had requires me to write like a whole list of what you should do. But in any event, I told him, I said, no, you is wrong. You want somebody to feel like this about you. And I remember, shout out to 6 years, because you probably are listening to me. I remember 6 years had this, I never really talk about 6 years, but I'll talk about 6 years. 6 years had to go to, what is one of those things? A sleep study, right? And he had to go to a sleep study. And they said, you gotta go to the sleep study, to the sleep apnea is what it is, right? So I was like, all right, when's the sleep study? He was like, well, the sleep study is on such and such day, whatever. And I spend the night there, and they hooked me up to all the machines to see how I breathe and da 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 da. I was like, okay, well, just give me the date. Yes, I went to the fucking sleep study. I was in the goddamn room, cold as fuck, in the sleep study, watching him sleep. And he was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fall asleep. I was like, you're gonna be able to fall asleep. They got that not music, but they got that sound in there. This is before my accident. So I was a different person than when it came down to sound. And I sat there in a room with him the whole night, and I was up and his ass was sleeping. And he was like, why didn't you, like, when he woke up, he was like, did you go to sleep? So when we was leaving out, the lady was like, your wife is going to be very very tired, because she stayed up the whole night while you slept. She was like, young love, that's so good, that's that young love. And I was like, no, that's what your woman does. Like, that's your motherfucking job. And I remember speaking to him on it, and he was just like you're just wonderful. Like, everything about you is just wonderful. Like, who would just sit there and watch somebody sleep? Because they have to, I'm gonna watch my man. I'm gonna watch my man. I'm gonna take very good care of my man. That's just how I roll. But you gotta have a man to take care of. And he's gotta want to claim you. And you've got to know when to call it quits. Why is his name 6 years over here? Want to do a poll? Why did we call him 6 years? Anybody know in the chat? I want to do a poll on it. Let me see what time we're in. Good morning. I'm too blessed to be stressed. And I think I said hello to Jola. And I'm watching how people move around here. Y'all moving funny. Not good. Not a good look when it comes down to Momo. I'm just saying that y'all moving funny. Somebody remind me to speak on Sakina before I before I leave. Do not let me forget to speak on Sakina. My birthday sake person. We share born date together. His course 6 years because I spent 6 years of my afterlife with Chico, right? So this is like, I felt like I was in my prime when Chico passed away. And I spent 6 years with 6 years. And I woke up one day and said, yeah, so, if you're not going to do anything more substantial with me, bye 6 years. Now, 6 years is one of my best friends, one of my best guy friends. Like, I call 6 years for anything. Don't let me get sick. Anything, I go to doctor appointment, anything, they tell me something weird, I'm on the phone calling 6 years. Anything happens, something breaks, anything, I'm calling 6 years. I'm stuck in the car and I can't travel somewhere, I'm calling 6 years. Like 6 years is my 6 years, right? But if you got commitment phobia, bye. Good fucking bye, good fucking riddance, good everything. That's it. Sometimes I get messages like we argue as if we're like a couple, but 6 years. I've known 6 years since 7th grade. Imagine knowing somebody since I dated 6 years limitedly in my late teens. And I said, yo, you know what? 6 years not gangster enough for me. I need gangster Negroes. I need to be, I'm a little bit too much. So I need that street thug. I need that nice guy that works and does all that good stuff. No, I need somebody a little bit more thuggish, sluggish, thuggish ways, right? But in any event, there came a point in time when you just know when you just gotta fold it in. And you make those determinations as they come along. But I worry about 6 years all the time. I worry about him. But if somebody can't give you what you want and what you need, and you can't get the commitment that you would like, you don't engage further. You have to cut it off. Please don't waste 6 years trying to figure that out. And it's not, and you know what? Sometimes I think as we get older, we come across people who are set in their ways and they just don't want to do other things. But both of you got to be on that same page in order to move forward. You both got to understand that that's what you want. What is that girl's name? Blesto from I recently read an article. Was I talking to you, honey lot? No, girl, that's not in the no, it's not in the back of my mind because and you know what's so bad about 6 years? This is the worst part about 6 years. Remember my good friend Eloise? May she rest in peace. That's what you people say. My good friend Eloise, when I started dating 6 years, she had a fit. And she told him the first time she met him, she said, oh, you full of shit. You ain't gonna do nothing. Mo, move on. Yeah, that's what she didn't even want me to get. She was like, all right, I know that I know you could have probably. She was like, I don't know how that story goes. I don't give a fuck how that story goes. He's not right for you. He's not right for you. Bye. And I held on and I held on and I held on. And she said, he no. Moving moving forward doesn't mean that people won't find their way back. Well, you have to respect the parameters that a person chooses. If a man, you're a woman, if a man tells you, I'm not ready for commitment or I don't want to commit, bye. I rocked somebody that said they was ready for a commitment. So, and you know, toodles to 6 years, because I know that he also had issues because he had to deal with the memory of a dead man. And that's the worst thing you can do as a woman, is have a memory of a dead man. I'm sorry. I can say it, but in my heart, I can't change that. It's just not changeable. I can't change that. And I'm not running around here in a lifestyle that's hurt by men, because I'm not hurt by men at all. I am grieving the loss of a great man, but I'm not hurt by man. Man has not hurt me. Y'all won't be sucking and fucking, if that's the terminology, on me and think that this shit ain't got no warranties. What is it? Deadlines. I don't know. It's got all kinds of fucking conditional pussy. Conditional pussy is what you should have. But when you got leg them and spread them, yo, what did that dude say? He said you was on the. I should have wrote that shit down. He said you got your legs open. He said you in an open relationship with your open legs. I was like, a word to that effect. When you have no value for your pussy, it is gonna get decommissioned and it's gonna be on the sale block all over the place. When your pussy is worth a penny with a hole in it, you're gonna get just what you deserve. A dirty Negro that can't even pay for your dinner or your kids' meal. That is what you're going to get on date one, after already. That's what the dude, that dude said. He said, oh, Jesus. He said, you're in an open relationship, just like your open way. Oh, yeah, fucking Filene's basement. Fucking basement. Yo, the guy's video was funny as fuck, right? If you just take out the character, right? And you just think of all the shit that he was dropping. I was just like, damn. Like, if you reflect on your shit, you just have to be like, yo, why didn't your mama tell you that? Why didn't your best girlfriend tell you that? Nah, people too busy coddling nonsense. Man, your legs are open. Just your legs are open, just like that relationship. He said he ain't laying it. Oh, what did you say? Oh, what did you say? Oh, I don't think you did. You say you said Jesus. We can't talk about white Jesus, black Jesus, or any Jesus up in here. Lord, she think love means legs open, very easy. I'm gonna reiterate. I'm gonna reinforce my original thoughts. I really didn't think that was a relationship. I just thought it was a YouTube ship. I thought it was a fake. I I never thought I didn't think of her to be that type of person, and I could not get an answer, a direct answer if that was a relationship. Not that I needed one as a cousin, but I just thought it was I thought it was fake for the YouTube, and it would give you innuendos that they were fucking, so that you would come and watch the videos because you would think there was a relationship. I until they would have to have a baby for me to believe that they are actually a couple. That's just me. And that's how I feel about it. But if that's how they selling it on the YouTube for views, there is no way I would take this kind of insult. So you're already dealing with a fragile drunk, that I would take this I can't call it any other kind of fucking way. You're already dealing with, and the dude last night, he was like, and I heard that she was in another one of these YouTube relationships. Does anybody know who the other dude could be? He talked about the pull up. I was like, oh, okay. That was not a relationship. That shit was just crazy. I was like, so this was for chicks, for clicks and views. That's what I thought. I thought that, like sometimes like when you're in a relation, like if you're on the YouTube and you pretend that you want to have that fieriness, like there's some flirtation going on, and people wonder if y'all really doing something, if you're not doing something, or whatever. Because why else would you accept a man saying, I'm gonna fuck other women? And then I was listening, just for me, right? I was listening to this whole long distance relationship shit, and how he was describing it. This man, he's like, come on, women, you can't be in a long distance relationship. Homie said, if you're not getting dicked twice a week, you're not in a relationship. Then somebody wrote in the chat, was like, they only fly there, like you got to be flying into town every fucking week. And I'm thinking about that, and I'm like, you got to sustain your pussy. Like, pussy control is it. So when homie said he might be laying the dick right, but you're not laying the pussy right, ergo, you gonna have to put that pussy out there more. This is like the words of your bigger brother talking to you about how to use your pussy to your advantage. So if you want to claim something, basically, as you claiming it, that pussy gonna have to do more work. The lip service is not going to be enough. That pussy gonna have to do some work. That dick is going to have to long for that pussy to be up on it. It's supposed to be like, you know how that should be talking about, yes, ma'am. It's supposed to, when y'all hear that ma'am over there, this is how y'all supposed to hear that ma'am. It's supposed to be like, ma'am. We're supposed to be hearing like he's supposed to be he's supposed to have, watch this word, blue balls. Not a blue wrench, blue balls. I know it's too early in the morning for this shit. I couldn't bring it to y'all in the middle of the night because I had to get some sleep, or I had to work on some balls my damn self. But at the end of the day, I got jokes. Please forgive me, please and thank you. But it's the disrespect for me. I wouldn't be able to do it. No way. What's disrespect? What's the disrespect? That's what the guy was talking about. There's no disrespect if a man tells you from the gate, This is an open relationship. I'm going to see other women. You do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. When we hook up, we do each other. And that's about it. We will rock this channel. We're going to make this money. We're going to make this money, but don't let the money make you or whatever. This nigga, he's rocking his channel like he going to make some money. He's like every bit in piece of him is like, I am going to explode on the YouTube. Ma'am, we about to get this money. I got some shit I gotta be doing. Ma'am, I need you to go make me a sandwich. And listen to how you gonna make it. You gonna put, I don't know, mayonnaise on this side and whatever else on that side. Or ma'am, that's how it goes. Yo, you got some shit like that going on. Run. It ain't gonna get no better. I don't know, cause she likes it. He took on all of her enemy bitches. When he called fucking the other one a bitch, she was so happy. He did what no other YouTube ship out here would do. He was willing to take on her enemies. He made her cousin into an enemy. I don't think that working out too good for people. But in any event, she's bitter. She's bitter. I'm happy as fuck over here. The guy said, I don't know if the guy said it or somebody wrote it in the chat and he just repeated it, but he said your 2 index fingers was doing more work. He said you've had your 2 index fingers in your pussy more than you had that man. I was like, ooh. Cause you know they gotta do, that's all part of roasting, I guess. But never have I really heard a roast that was on point with how a woman should reflect on. I'm just telling you what I heard. Shout out again to the watch party and everybody that came through to the watch party, because let me tell you something about those anonymous folks at the watch party, right? It is hard to get people who are used to just being so open here on these chat and wanting people to see them in the YouTube space to come to the Zoom space and chat in there. We tried to stimulate the room, the room as much as possible here. Next time, I'm kicking it up a notch for you. Next time, those who want to participate, because I saw the emails this morning, folks wanted to participate, but they want to do it in the YouTube because they don't feel comfortable. I'm gonna make that happen. I'm gonna make that happen the next time. But I found out you can send a private live and we're going to test it. The only reason why I don't want to run the video off of my live. Yeah, I'm about to wrap up. And I'm about to cover that. The reason why we don't want to run the videos in the YouTube is because we don't want to come up on the algorithm, and I don't want somebody to say I was copyrighting their material. Because it would be in essence copyright in their material, and it could come up on the YouTube creator notification to folks, and then it could jeopardize the channel, and then I won't be able to go live for 90 days because unlike me, somebody might flag me for running their content where these motherfuckers is just running my shit. They trafficking me all up and down their shit, and the only reason why I let them do it is because it's promotion. But your time is coming to an end soon. Because I'm a vicious bitch. Mark my words. Y'all better be careful what y'all think y'all getting away with. Ivame, on the word insecure, Like all of this came from being insecure. The man said, basically, there's a saying about that. When you tell somebody how you really feel about yourself, there's a terminology for it. Go find the fake ass urban therapist around here. He probably got the word, he probably got the clinical shit for it. And he could, hey, Mr. Unofficial Therapist, you might want to do a video next on insecurity. Maybe not, because you was all up inside those chat rooms trying to say hi, because you part of the get along. You part of the get along gang. You afraid to be your honest. This man sounds like he is still down with her, but wanted to bring her down on some shit. He was giving her knowledge, wisdom, words of wisdom, but still will fuck with her in another essence. It's not personal. It was just, this is my take and this is how it is. And honestly, y'all should want more people around you that is going to be fucking honest with you. Oh, language, Catherine. Okay. The people that is going to be honest with you. That's what she got. She got some tough love in that roast. And it wasn't like any other roasts that I've seen up here on the YouTube. It was with affection. So my suggestion to you, cousin, is take your emotions out of the man's video and listen to the message, because there is one that is sitting there that is clear as the nose on your face. And you know, this all started because you went over there and sat on that man's sister's panel and confirmed that you had an open relationship. So I'm going to close out my message on you about your open shit. So you got an open relationship, you got your open legs, and you got your open mouth telling everybody about your personal business, perhaps. If it's not for entertainment purposes, or if it's not for clout, or if it's not for the sole purposes of building your channel, you have made yourself personally look like a fool. So this shit is like worse than when you got dissed the fuck out by a kid. This is worse than that. This is absolutely worse than that. You looking dusty on these motherfucking YouTube streets. You need to clean that. You need to clean that fucked up. You need to clean that up. There's a spillage, or is it a spoilage down on that Outback lane? You want to call me a Brokeback Mountain? And the bitch showed you just how broke she was. Y'all couldn't even fucking handle that. Worry about your own shit. Get your life in fucking order, bitch. Your shit is looking tired out here. You looking ratchet as fuck. I regret I ever adopted you, took you in, gave you any kind of fucking name. You washed up, bitch. Dirty, dusty, done. Keep it up. But while you over there promoting this bullshit, remember to continue to endorse my channel, because I can use the views and the subs. There was 6 last night. I appreciate it. I don't know what the fuck you said. I don't know how the fuck you said it, but girl, thank you. I need you to keep doing what you doing, because you making us all great, but it's costing at your heart. You should not want to sell yourself short for the YouTube. But if you continue to do it, it's okay. You can take me along the ride with you. I'm all for the bullshit. Every now and again, you might get somebody that'll come along and give you the truth. But if anybody should find out who that other dude is, Please let me know. Now let's go on to Sakina. Because I got a message this morning. So let me just go to the message. Because I found this interesting. No, fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. No, fuck that. I got to do something better than this. Now, folks around here done got new numbers and shit. I don't know what y'all doing to people's numbers. Yeah, it's embarrassing. It's disgraceful. What's going on with Joy right now? Just on the YouTube, bitch. What's going on is disgraceful. It's embarrassing. It's disgraceful. You need to clean that shit up. You need to pull your panties up. Close your motherfucking legs. He's got you cock leg on a motherfucking opening of the video. You sitting up there with your legs open. Spread them, get them. I just can't. I fucking can't with you people. I'm looking for, I got the other text message, but I'm looking for someone else. Because I know this person changed their number. So they changed their number before July 1st. So somewhere after July 1st. They text me on their new number. Now I gotta go fucking look into text. Monica, you a queen amongst hoes. Oh, I know that's right. I know that's right. I'm definitely a queen amongst hoes. I don't got nothing bad to say about Sakina, but I do have something to say about what I heard. So I want to bring some, I want to bring some, put some light on that. Shit. It's not supposed, this not funny. None of this is funny. This is pathetic. Can't raise a woman who's already been born. I'm looking for somebody, something. Hey, Dios mío. Now I gotta meticulously go through chat message. Okay. To find a message. No, it had to be before then. Who this is? Oh, that's cute. All right. Hold on. I'm looking for a message. Oh, that reminds me I need to contact her. Aha. If you've been following me from, if you've been following me from season 1, you will know that I had what's the name for what's the name? I had a what's the name? Nope, I'm gonna sit here and think about what kind of shooter I had. Wasn't a sharpshooter. What kind of shooter did I have in the background? Well, let me just would no further introduction needed. I always had a sharpshooter in the back, Andre Kitchen. Always. Even when Andre was not present in the chat, he was watching and sniping, a sniper, a a sniper. I don't know what the fuck. I'll think about what it was, what we called him. But he has always been there. Always been there. Always. Wrenched up, taking folks out for the longest, many seasons. A sharpshooter. That's what he was. He was, is, ever will be a sharpshooter over here. Sometimes people just get taken out and they don't even know why. He never showed up in the chat. Because there were no other wrenches in the room, you wouldn't have known that he's the person that took you out. You just know you got took out. And that's how we had operated for top flight security. Shout out to Ivame. That's what it is. Top flight security. Always has been. I don't know how y'all took my peoples who've been day one in me and trying to make them into y'all content. This is why I took the moderator ability away for this same purpose. I didn't want them focused on anybody's videos. I didn't, this year, Andre put out his first video. I missed it. You know how hurt I was? He put out his first video. I'm sure folks that have always been over here was over there in his room helping him. He came to me and said, yo, Mo, I hope you could do a panel with me. I can't wait for that day to come. So I was a little surprised to hear this, and I don't know it because I didn't watch the video. Sakina made a live about you and saying she don't want Dre to be penalized because he be in her chat. No, Sakina, he's been rocking with you. So I'm gonna be very clear, Sakina. You've got people around you that I have great deal of respect for are over there with you. And I'm not about to say their names. I think I'm not going to say their names. I think I'm not. But I think I will be calling them when I hit the road in a few minutes to go pick up tea. You got a lot of people that I have a great deal of respect for and I chat with on the phone call around you that know me. And I think you know that. I saw you put up a video the other day. I saw the real Yvonne mentioned you in her video recently, a couple of days ago, maybe about within the last week, she's mentioned you. If not the last week, the last 2 weeks. So you got people around you that are around me. So that's not the case. I'll go back to you sharing a video in a minute, but Andre Kitchen has not been Andre 3000, whatever it is. I guess he's gonna kill me because I'm still with the government name. Whatever. Dre was everywhere and anywhere he wants to go. Always has been. No question of my loyalty, because I've heard this word loyalty pushed around. No question of his respect for me has ever come to play by me. I protect those I care about. Maybe I've done it in a wrong way and it's got people feeling a certain kind of way because, in the words of Miss G, where's my notes on Miss G? Because I watched Miss G's video too. That is. And I spoke to Miss G about her video, that is, but not from the perspective of Miss G, take your video down. But I told Miss G, keep that shit up there. That's your truth. I said that I left moderators here because they were content creators that can hold their own. And Miss G took difference to that. She said, this bitch knows I've been rocking, but she didn't say bitch, but that's what she meant. This bitch, Mo, she knows I've been rocking with her when they was fucking coming for me. She knows that when them bitches came for her a year ago, I went up inside that room and I cussed motherfuckers out. I was up there going, woo, 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 woo. You understand what I'm saying? She had no problem showing us her personality, ready to fucking take a motherfucker out. I know that. What? I know that. Woo, 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 woo. She said, niggas assholes around here be swinging and whistling. Woo. Yo, I will never forget that. That was like the highlight of that video when she did the don't worry whistle. And she, yo, funniest fucking moment on the internet. Sorry about that. Watch your mouth, Catherine. Language, Catherine. But anyway, I know that. I know that. I just saw a different wave of shit going on around here, and I feel a certain kind of way about the people around me. And there's a difference between what these people conceptualize as being a team member. And they say this shit all the time. My team, my team, my team. So I don't want to be using that terminology, my team over here, when I'm just, this is my community. And when my community expands and I go over in other people's shit, that's their community. And I'm there to rock and support. So Sakina, that's wrong. That's wrong, my lady. There's nothing, he's not being penalized over here because he's in your chat. I can't go into your chat, Sakina, because you have many of my enemies inside your chat. While you may have good friends, friends of Mo, over in your chat, you also have a significant number of enemies of mine in your chat. So no, I'm not going to go over there because of it. Okay. So when you shared the video, this is the message I got from you when you shared the video the other day. And you shared it when Albany got on the platform and was speaking to, or speaking with KK. So what were you highlighting at that moment? So what I said when you shared my video at that moment, because it sent me the notification, it says this video is being shared. And I said, why is she sharing my video? Are they expecting this shit to go southward, northward? What the fuck? So what I said, and I stand on it, share this video now. Share my other videos that I've been doing. If I'm somebody that you want to share over there. Don't share that because you think that somebody's going to get at Karen or Karen's going to get at somebody. Don't do that, my lady. Don't do that. That's what I spoke on. That's why I said what I said. And I said it in real time as it was happening because I was alarmed by it. So I spoke on it at that point. Andre was not in the room. He was not, I don't remember him being here. So I said, you don't share my videos any other time. Why did you share that video? I remember we was emailing back and forth, right? Because I initiated that email. And I asked you, you didn't share no videos during the period of time when we was emailing and you was concerned about how someone was treating you that's over here with me. And people have repeated your same sentiment. They've said, listen, that ugly bitch over there, she ain't never AKA the Andrew lady. Oh no, she's not Andrew anymore. I'm sorry. She's psycho. the psycho lady, right? It hadn't been coming for you, Mo, until you got affiliated with Karen. Or if you want to see it from my perspective, until the psycho saw Karen over here. Because this is Monica's channel. She can have whoever wants to fuck with Monica over here. I can choose to go over to anybody else's channel that I choose to go to. So, with that being said, that's the issue. That's these people's issues. Sakina, has nothing to do with you. I don't have no issues with you, none whatsoever. And you know, it's kind of interesting because I mentioned I would mention you, and people said, "Oh, please don't start no smoke with her." Da 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 da. Oh God, that'll go on forever and ever. And I was like, "No, I think we have a good understanding, right?" So that's about that. Like, so I don't think it, and that goes for everybody that has the Karen syndrome. From my perspective, I don't see it as, I just said it. I don't see it as a Karen thing. I see it as people seeing Karen here and got an issue with it. Because if Karen doesn't come here, will you have an issue with it? So what does that mean? The goal is to prevent Karen from being here. Y'all gonna have to do that with her. Y'all gonna have to make her stop coming over here. What y'all gonna do to make her stop coming over here? What you would love to see is probably a Karen and Monica fight. Then Karen won't come over here. That's what you would need to happen in order for that to occur. So that's what y'all have proved with y'all statements. Because what y'all have said now is that Monica will be over there. The bottom line is, worry about your own chat rooms and what's going on in your own chat rooms and whoever supports you and how long they've been supporting you. Worry about that. The relationships that I've managed to grow in the 4 or 5 years that I've been here, and the ones that have been later than that, I enjoy the people that enjoy me. And I hurt when I hear people tell me personally they feel uncomfortable being around me because of others. That hurts me because I've been around some of these people for so long when none of y'all wanted to fuck with me. When motherfuckers turned their backs on me, talked all kinds of shit about me, I still had those people with me all the fucking time, every fucking day. Any situation that I had going on in my personal life, as well as this YouTube life, I had so many of that love and support and genuine respect. The problem around here is that some of you are so toxic, you can't nurture those kind of YouTube ships for any length of time. And you've seen me maintain them. It's a two-way street. No one's gonna fuck with me if I'm disrespecting them. Period. So there has to be a reason why people come. Why don't you start Miss G's video from the beginning? And she said her sisterhood chat, where she always felt it's a place where she could go and engage in sisterhood. That means more to me than her expressing disappointment in something that could be rectified. Do you think Miss G went out there and made a video saying, let me see, what would be the worst thing? This is tea for some motherfuckers. Do you not think that she didn't send me an email to say, hey, Mo, I'm going live. You might want to come over here. This is about something you said earlier. I want to have my voice heard over here. So whenever Miss G wants to talk about it, I will grace her platform to discuss it with y'all, because I don't need the views on it, but you might need to hear her view and just how much of a fucking woman. She's a terrorist. How much of a terrorist she is. Like, you don't really want to fuck with her. She could sharpshoot y'all without ever having a wrench. Fuck with her in the chat room and see what happens. Without being blue. You would think you got swiped over here. Don't play yourself. Don't play yourself. At least that's how I feel. So to my cousin, I begged these motherfucking women over here to respect you when nobody wanted to fucking respect you. I begged them to do that. I said, because you are fucking drunk. That's what I said. And I also made a promise. I would never beg them to respect anybody over here. It's going to be a mutual motherfucking street. You're going to respect them and they're going to give it back. But I'm not going to command it. I ask people to respect your fucking ass over here. Your drunk ass. When you was over in my chat talking shit to people on the platform, you don't remember this, bitch? We all remember it. You're like, oh, look at Delaney, whatever her name is, Lisa, the Coke Jam, whatever the fuck was in the chat. Joy was like, look at what she's saying about me. Schizophrenic bitch. Yeah, I remember that very well. And I asked people, I turned off my chat so you wouldn't be distracted by them to have a conversation. Just on a YouTube. Where do we do that at? When a grown-ass woman could not control herself, that had to turn off the chat. So I just put a poll question out there. And it says, do you recall a time when Mo turned off her chat so Joy could focus? Yes, no, or I wasn't there. Oh, I might have to pull some words out of here. Oh, that's bad. They mad. They bad. All right, let's see. Oh no, hold on. I think I did something wrong. Man, see, you can't do something twice when you're trying to do stuff around here. Ah, there it is. Vote, 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 vote. I'm loving this poll shit. I was looking for this all over the place. I was like, when we gonna get this over here? And Mo knows this some bullshit. So you could say if you was there or you wasn't there, if you remember it or you don't remember it. And that's that. I love polls. I love them. Y'all always learn new features here on the YouTube. At least you didn't make her feel as if it was a crime. Salute to both of you. Sure do remember that. Wow. How are y'all? One day at a time for me. Well, oh, Living Doll. Wasn't you the person she was coming for? Why do I feel like it was you? It was some lady. It was like some I'm calling her Lisa in the Coat Jam. Oh, but I forgot what the channel name was. But she was mad. She was like, that woman. Maybe I'll find the video. Maybe I'll find the video. We was like, stop reading the chat. She couldn't even control herself. Just like she couldn't shut the fuck up and talk. She tried to talk over people and shut people down and stuff like that. All right. I think I done said enough about shit, but one thing Miss G said on her live yesterday. Well, I listened to it yesterday, so it might have been the night before. It might have been Thursday night. But I listened to it Friday morning. I'm not trying to fight my enemy's fight. I gave that shit some thought. And I heard that loud and clear. It was you, Living Doll. Okay. I just was making sure. Cause she was like, you got, and then she came over here. Did she not come over here and say to me, y'all, you got people in the room, you got people in your room disrespecting me. There were times when we was talking about something else and Joy would come in here and argue with my chat. Do y'all not remember that? Like, it was some crazy shit. I'm about to turn off the post. Is that I'm gonna give it one more minute for people to vote. Joy, are you voting? Are you waking up from the hangover? Do you remember that, Joy? Come on, girl. Let me close this poll down before she come in here and mess up the stats, because she want to go get her troll accounts out, because you know she got more trolls than the rest of us. Let's see what the stats, what the statistics say. Let's see what y'all said in the chat this morning. And shout out to all of y'all who's in here. Oh, yes. 6% of the vote that was here, 63% said they remember it. I wasn't there, and no. So somebody just clearly didn't remember it. Next time, I'm just gonna give you the thing. Either you was there or you remember it, because you should have been there. That's what she said, yo. She came in the chat like arguing with people. Like I was doing some live. Remember when she used to just come in here and argue with the other, like, come on, she's sending subliminals. It was like some fucking craziness. It was just like, I cannot believe y'all let me do that. So I understand. I get why people are in a frenzy, because they've already, and this is not, and Joy was not the only time I lost. If we want to talk about me losing, if we want to talk about me losing some day ones, I lost more day ones over the 10K than 1KK. Let me just say that again. I lost more day ones over the 10K than the KK. Hashtag KK. That's a fact. Hey, Sir Drop. Yo, Sir Drop, I'm over here talking about, can a man raise a woman who's already grown? Yeah, that shit was crazy. Yeah. When I turned off the chat, y'all might remember that then she really couldn't take on. You know who was cussing her out on the, you know who was telling her to fuck off on the panel that day? Nikkei. So that's why I'm saying they over there talking about Nikkei is gone, Nikkei is gone, Nikkei is gone. They over there talking like that. But she was the biggest one. She was like, I can't take this. Nikkei was like, I don't want to hear that shit. You got to be accountable for your shit. I can't do this shit. She said, bitch, you can't communicate. She said, you got a communication issue. I guess when you can't communicate, you try to suffocate somebody with your pussy. This is why your legs are spread open. Because when you open your mouth, can't nobody understand a goddamn thing that's being said about it, especially when you under the bottle. That's what that thing was about. You know, now that we going down memory lane. Notice I don't have to play nobody's video, and they all mine, to even show this. All you had to do was just be here and remember it, because the shit was like comical. She said, you cannot communicate. You cannot communicate effectively. You can't hold a thought. I can't even deal with bitches like this. Why is she here? She said, why is she still talking? I was like, oh, God damn. Damn. I was like, Nikkei, can you please? Like, can you please? So do you understand why I could not? I fell back when Nikkei and KK had an exchange, because I just felt like they could talk it out. Because I had already been through, and I don't ever remember Nikkei. Let's just be real. Besides the situation that happened with her and KK, right? I can't ever really remember Nikkei having an argument on this platform. But you know, I'm gonna have to go because I have to pick up my child, and I cannot be late to pick up my child. But that's some real bullshit right there. That's some real bullshit. Unless y'all want to drive in the car with me. No, I'm not taking y'all on the road with me, because them motherfuckers be following me around places and shit. No. I'm going to end this where I need to end it, because I don't need the YouTube love that much. That I need to go through all of that. Nikkei just gave it to her straightforward, and that's it. Come on, G, that's not what happened. Hashtag background. What happened? But no, I just remember. Yo, I just caught on. Come on, G. Yo, that dude said, she be sounding hard, but she's not really that hard. She's a piece. Nah, she's really not that hard. That's what, you know what, y'all, though? If you ever listen to people that cared about joy, talk about joy, they don't even really want to come for her. Because, you know, it's just a pathetic, it makes, if you come for her, you look bad. You look really bad. I'm gonna find the video when she was up here talking shit about Big Boy over there, right? Because remember, he took her wrench away, and she was up here talking about, oh boy, don't want to talk to me. He took my wrench away. That had me very upset. Now they rocking so fucking hard, bitch, because you are the definition of those men's definition of submissive. Folks, if you ever want to meet a woman of color who is the definition of those men's need for a submissive bitch, you'll find Joy's picture holding up the word submissive. But it's those men's definition. It's not the one that's in the Bible. It's not the one that a reasonable man would think about. It is the definition that they harbor when they talk about the type of woman they want. You know, because I've heard some crazy shit in past, and I can't even sit around and listen to that shit when a motherfucking fat nigga. And you know, I be thinking about this shit with fat niggas. You know what they say about fat niggas, but when they just sitting around talking shit about the women, what, who you pulling? At least I know you think you look like Biggie Smalls, Piggy Smalls. I know you think you look like him, but there's no, unless you telling people you his cousin, brother from another mother, maybe you might be getting away. Maybe that might be how you pulling the mother checks. Just saying. Cause I don't understand how that even fucking happened, Captain. Cause once people hear how anti-women you are, they're not gonna want to fuck with you. Yeah, those men. I'm very clear on what those men are looking for in a submissive woman. She is the poster child for that shit. You could go right up there. That picture where her legs are sitting up there, and she got the leg up and it's sitting up there. That's the poster. Instead of it saying whatever it says when it runs across the screen, when you see that leg sitting up there, just put the word submissive. Can somebody send me, because that will be my screenshot for this morning for the video. That's my caption. I need that picture of her sitting there with that leg up in them purple panties or whatever they is. That is the quintessential definition of submissive. And she's proven it, my G. What do they say about fat guys? You ain't gotta talk about me like that. Let me see, because I met you in person. So you are not a fat guy. You are a tall, broad shoulder guy, Gleb. You are just like, I was like, I am such a shorty from the 40s. When I had to be like this. I probably came up to like, I don't even know. I was just like, wow. So that's different. So that's different. That's like that's different. That's tall. I see this person as pudgy. So because of a woman met him on here. She said the motherfucking sneakers was leaning. I will never forget that. She said his fucking sneakers was leaning and the car window was popped out, was already broken out. That's all I remember. I gotta go pick up my boo. I gotta go pick up my boo boo, my baby, my daughter, my whatever. Anyway, I don't know what's going down. I don't think people don't need me for shit, but it is what it is. Hello, pretty green eyes. Good morning. Is that the same pretty green eyes I've been hearing about? Well, good morning, lady. All right. I gotta go because I gotta go pick up T. And she is not gonna be yelling at me, talking about what took you so long. And I'll be trying to tell her it's some damn traffic. And then she found out I was up here talking to y'all. Get me in trouble. Anyway, yo. All I'm gonna say to people around here is watch the man's video, take the character out of it, and if you are in these kind of relationships, then what I'm gonna say to you is, as a woman, reevaluate. Where 2022 is around the corner, this is a great time to get out of toxic relationships. Anyway, this is Mo, and I've got to go. Oh, and if by any chance that this one gets out of that toxic relationship, I never would ever entertain my cousin Joy ever again. She's dead to me. That's just the way shit is.